Tinubu, wake up. Wikes' name is being used as a weapon against you in the race for 2027. Now to the news in full. In a political landscape rife with intrigue and betrayal, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu finds himself at the center of a shocking narrative that seemed ripped straight from the pages of a soap opera. Just as the dust begins to settle from the chaotic aftermath of the last elections, whispers of contention swirl around his administration, and the audacity of it all is almost laughable. It is hard to believe that we are in 2024 and already your own minister's name is being wielded as a weapon against you in the escalating race for the 2027 presidential ticket. Imagine the sheer audacity, a political environment where your own appointees, those you handpicked to help steer the ship, are now openly maneuvering behind your back, strategizing their trajectories towards the presidency. Nyesom Wike, the Federal Capital Territory Minister, is at the heart of this unsettling intrigue, and it is nothing short of a slap in the face. Prominent figures in the People's Democratic Party (PDP) are eyeing his name as a potential launchpad to challenge your leadership. Recent reports indicate that pro-Wike PDP bigwigs are combing the north for your state governor Seyi Makinde's running mate. How is it even possible that a man so closely tied to your administration is now being thrust into limelight as a contender against you? It is like a twisted plot twist that nobody saw coming. The situation is not just absurd, it is downright scandalous. Many Nigerians have concluded that Wike helped you with Rivers State by all means necessary. It is the truth now, Abi. A loyalty that you reciprocated with a ministerial appointment. But let's not forget the truth. In the primary elections, Wike was the PDP contestant against you. His action, his very presence in your cabinet should raise serious suspicions. The more he remains in your government, the more dangerous he becomes. Remember, he is deeply connected to Makinde, and this alliance poses a direct threat to your power and legacy. Wike is not merely a minister, he is a political bulldozer, known for fighting against numerous political leaders and always finding ways to display his power. Wike is notorious for his combative style, unafraid to clash with fellow political leaders while asserting his power. This should serve as a serious warning, but Mr. President, you should be careful. His bravado could quickly turn into a threat against your authority. The fact that Wike can wield phrases like pro-Wike PDP bigwigs come not for Makinde running mate without any sense of accountability is alarming. One would think that upon seeing such titles, he would be quick to denounce them. Yet here he stands, unperturbed. Does he even fear you? Fear. One might expect that upon seeing such provocative headlines, Wike would rush to disavow them and reaffirm his loyalty to you. Yet he remains silent, and that should send a chilling message. Does he even fear you? While you are busy focusing on your presidential ambitions, Wike and his allies are plotting their next move, positioning themselves as formidable challengers. This isn't mere political maneuvering, it is a calculated effort to usurp your power from within, to destabilize your administration while pretending to support it. You have appointed a man who might very well be plotting your downfall right under your nose, while you remain focused on your presidential ambitions. Wike and his allies are gearing up to position themselves as viable alternatives, and they are doing so with shocking audacity. The implications are staggering. Your own inner circle is not just an ally, but a potential usurper, and this cannot be taken lightly. As the disillusioned members of the PDP voice their dissatisfaction, they lament the poor decisions that have left your administration vulnerable to such intrusion from within. They shake their heads, questioning how a man once celebrated as a kingmaker has become the laughingstock of Nigerian politics. Every election cycles, you are handed a golden ticket, and yet you bungle it. Look at the mess that has unfolded. They say, the irony is rich. A man who was once lauded now finds himself a target of ridicule, with his own minister at the forefront of the charge against him. This unfolding drama reveals an unsettling truth about your leadership. If you cannot control your own team, how can you expect to govern a nation? Wike's actions are a stark reminder of the dangers of complacency. This is a man who understands the political game better than most, and his continued presence in your administration only adds to the uncertainty surrounding your presidency. If you continue to tolerate such behavior, you risk being seen as a weak, ineffectual, a mere puppet in the game. sorry, excuse me, in a game of political chess that you should be controlling. Mr. President, I am not saying you should fire Wike or remove him from the critical post of Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. However, the fact that you can freely discuss pro-Wike PDP bigwigs combing the knot to undermine your standing should send chills down your spine. This should be a deeply concerning moment for you and your future campaign. The mere notion that such tactics can flourish within your government poses a dire threat to the APC as a national party and your ambitions going forward. As the narrative unfolds, we cannot overlook the gravity of this situation. Will you continue to be a passive observer, or will you awaken to the reality that your own cabinet member is now part of the competition? The clock is ticking and the stakes are high. It is time for you to take decisive action to show that you are not just a figurehead, but a leader willing to protect your interests and the interests of your party. So, dear Tinubu, is this not unbelievable? Your own minister's name is being used against you in a scramble for power. You must act decisively, show some guts, and tell him to either step back or step out. This is a moment that demands not just laughter, but also a sobering reflection on the unpredictable nature of Nigerian politics and the delicate balance of power that can shift in an instant. The reality is stark and undeniable. This chaotic power play raises serious questions about your authority and competence. You have been given a golden opportunity to lead, yet your own minister's name is being wielded as a weapon against you in a brutal contest for power. This is not a minor annoyance, it is an existential threat to your presidency. If you cannot control your own team, how can you hope to govern a nation? It will be prudent to keep a close eye on Wike. His political maneuvers have the potential to create significant ripples in your future and challenge the very foundation of your leadership. With whispers of pro-Wike PDP bigwigs combing the knot for Makinde's running mate circulating, it is clear that his influence is not to be underestimated. The unfolding dynamics suggest that the time for careful consideration and strategic thinking is now. Your legacy could very well hinge on how you navigate this situation. Professor John Egbeazien Oshodi. I hope that he listens, because I know that Tinubu too is a strategic person, so he would be watching Wike. I know that he too, he will be watching him. The two of them will be watching themselves. They are both cunning. They are both been in politics for long, so they know how this thing goes. I'm sure that the two of them, they'll be watching themselves. Emmanuel Ade says, are you people not happy that at least there's someone with Tinubu who can bring down his government? That is their own wahala. Anyhow they do it, they should leave this presidency position. Both Tinubu and Wike, none of them should get into that position at all. Iyodera says Wike is coming after him, T-Pain. Time will tell. A known betrayer. Exactly. Somebody that betrayed his own party to come to your own party, he would definitely betray you at one point. He would. So I hope that he is watching and he is listening, that to know that Wike might betray him at any point in time. I hope he doesn't trust him fully. That is his wahala, sha. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do not forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.